Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Wednesday, the 20th of July, 2022. Did you see Millwall versus Hammarby? Did you see? It was match day today. Did you watch it on Millwall TV or did you go to the game? I watched it flittingly on Millwall TV. I was unfortunately at work, but I did see a fair old bit and some good points, some bad points, and yeah, it wasn't bad. In terms of the football, the football was the football. We'll get into that later. In terms of the broadcast, it was Max McClellan on his own, no Carl Bates, doing the commentary. The picture quality was very good. Very smooth, no problems really. Didn't see many graphics, or maybe I missed them. I didn't see. Was there a clock on the screen? I didn't see a clock. There was a scoreboard in the top left, and the replays were very quick and very smooth. Very, very good stuff, and they didn't miss any of the action. So yeah, all in all, Millwall TV, as it's produced by Millwall, because I think this was the first one produced by Millwall TV, Millwall themselves. The other games, Palace and Colchester, were away games, so it was produced by the home team. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Now we're still waiting to see how it's going to come out. Millwall haven't uploaded to YouTube in a month. Have they binned off YouTube? Are they fucking it off? A lot of people are. A lot of people are not happy with YouTube. Keep changing their algorithms, and they're forcing you to do shorts and live streams in order to get any traction on your main channel. But so, what can you do? Yeah, so we're still waiting to see what's going to be on recast. Nothing has been on recast yet, except short little interviews. So I think maybe the club were wary because there was quite a reaction to stuff going on recast. So we still wait and see what is happening. But in terms of what we're getting when we pay our money, it does seem to be pretty decent products. Hopefully it's better than iFollow, so we will see though. It's when the problems do come, how are they going to be fixed, and how quickly will they be fixed, and we have to wait and see for that. But all in all, Millwall TV seems to be pretty decent so far. Now let's get into the actual game. This is the match report from newsden.co.uk. Millwall 0, Hammarby 0, and Hammarby won 3-5 on penalty kicks. And I had no idea there were penalty kicks coming. It was a possibility that was happening, but it probably kind of makes sense now because the game kicked off at 7. It's like, why is it kicking off at 7? Well, obviously, they knew that there was probably going to be penalty kicks if it was a tie. Was there an actual cup? Was there an Husky Cup? Or was it like? Because to be honest, as soon as they scored their 5th penalty, I was off like. Ugh. So I don't know if they actually received the cup. I don't know how many teams Husky sponsors. Is it just the 2? Maybe we could get to a situation like the Emirates Cup where there's a tournament played at a den every pre-season, where you have 2 semi-finals and then a final and a 3rd, 4th playoff, and it could be the Husky Cup like the Emirates Cup. So I don't know, but interesting stuff. So Millwall were beaten 5-3 on penalties after a 0-0 draw against Swedish side Hammarby. The Lions were lucky to avoid defeat after keeping out a number of the visitors' chances, but they couldn't find a way past Oliver Dovin in the Hammarby net. The match went to penalties after the goalless draw, which Marty Cifuentes' side won 5-3 after Isaac Alofi's effort hit the post. Yeah, Isaac Alofi, I saw that. Kind of unfortunate. He kicked it kind of straight. He didn't put any spin on it. So when it hit the inside of the post and came straight back out at him, went to where he was standing. If he put some kind of spin on it or something, it could have hit the post and went in, but it didn't. So very unfortunate. But then there's very thin margins, you know, between it hitting the post and going in, and hitting the post and coming back out. Match details. Much like their previous pre-season fixtures, Millwall looked to start the game fast. The first chance came just seconds into the game when Shaquille Pinus clattered into Tom Bradshaw on the left side of the penalty area. George Honeyman's free kick was met by the header Jake Cooper, but Oliver Dovin got down to collect the ball. The Millwall centre-back had collided with Edwin Kurtulus, resulting in both men needing treatment. Yeah, fucking Jake Cooper again. He's on the fucking mission, isn't he? He's like the Terminator. He's hacking up Colchester players with studs up on their ankles, and he's fucking headbutting Swedish centre-backs. He's fucking having it. He ain't playing around, Jake Cooper. It didn't prevent. Unfortunately, that was how much of the first half played out. As stoppages disrupted the tempo, it didn't prevent Hammarby from having two good chances in the 17th and 21st minutes, with Saidi and Bojanic missing near identical shots. Honeyman's looping header from Scott Malone's outside of the boot pass almost beat Dovin in the Hammarby net, but the visitors soon went up the other end of the pitch and created a chance of their own. Gustav Ludvigsson was played through on goal in the gap between Cooper and Sean Hutchinson, allowing him to force Bartosz Białkowski into a good save from close range. The Lions' early dominance had dropped drastically as the half wore on, and the break came at the perfect time. Garrett opted to make two changes, bringing on Charlie Cresswell and Mason Bennett for Hutchinson and Afobe. But it was more of the same early in the second half as the Hammarby substitute Nahir Basara, he's their top scorer at the moment, beat Honeyman to get his shot away. Once again, Białkowski got down to save it. Millwall, probably wary of the slow start to the second half in Essex last weekend, looked to play with the same pace they did at the start of the game. However, they were met by a resilient Hammarby defence that shut out the Lions' front line. Rowett opted to make three more changes shortly after the hour mark, handing a debut to Jamie Shackleton. George Saville and Ryan Lander also came off the bench, with Honeyman, George Evans and Danny McNamara coming off. Yet once again it was Hammarby who came closest to opening and scoring when substitute Arabi struck the post from point blank range on 72 minutes. Białkowski was able to gather the ball and set Millwall up for the counter, but they failed to play with the intensity required to challenge Dovin. As Hammarby started to tire, Millwall went in search of a late winner as the Tannoy announced that the match would go to penalties if the score were level on 90 minutes, but they were unable to prevent the inevitable. Lofi's stuttered run-up didn't pay off as his effort at the post, while the visitors hit perfect penalties, 5 perfect penalties to win the game, including a stunning Panenka from Basara to steal the victory. What I would say from the bits that I saw, George Honeyman, very impressive. I don't know, how would you compare him to Millwall players of the past? Is he could you say he's kind of like Terry Hurlock? Maybe, I don't know. He's similar to that. He's very, he does look very good. What I would say, we were very comfortable passing the ball around up front and keeping the ball, but when we tried to get that final pass to get in behind them and get in on goal, it just wasn't happening. So I don't know if they're not vibing yet, they don't know the runs or what's happening, yeah, there was no final ball. It was kind of lacking. So we will see. So takeaways: the Husky Chocolate Derby. While fans may have opted to give tonight's match a somewhat humorous nickname, the relationship between Millwall and Hammarby could be an important one for both clubs. Owing to the obvious links through sponsorship, the two clubs have built up a relationship that could be hugely beneficial in the future. Whether that will materialise to anything more than pre-season friendlies remains to be seen. Nonetheless, Millwall fans would surely love a trip to Stockholm next season for their return leg. Not only that, but they have a summer league, so we could be in a situation you could loan the players out to them, and they could play during the summer, and then come back to this country and come back to Millwall. That could be something that could be a possibility. If you've got like an under 23 player, like, time is of the essence when you're young. You want to do things and get things done. Do you really need a 2-month break? You could go to Sweden and play games. It's not beyond it's a very decent level, Sweden, the Allsvenskan, the top league. So we would see. I don't know if any of our under 23s will get in their team, to be honest. Another clean sheet. Millwall picked up their 4th clean sheet of pre-season in Wednesday's draw. The Lions were largely expected to shut out the likes of Dartford and Colchester, but Hammarby will provide a tougher challenge. The side who are competing for a place in Europe and are midway through their domestic league would always be a step up, and keeping a clean sheet is an impressive achievement. Rowett will be hoping that those continue into the season. Yes, partly thanks to Biakowski. Very good today. Penalty practice. Hammarby may have won the 22 Husky Trophy. Was there an actual trophy? I might have to watch the replay and see if there was. But I provided Millwall with good practice in the form of a penalty shootout. It was unfortunate Alofi missed the crucial penalty, but the likes of Cresswell and Leonard were able to show their quality from the spot. That may help the Lions going into their Carabao Cup and FA Cup campaigns. Indeed, indeed. Again, in the match report and news of den, no team. Now here's probably because this guy now, the new guy, Alex Jones, he's doing a live match blog, and when the team gets announced, he announces the team. So I think he's thinking, well, people have seen that already, but I didn't see that because I was actually watching the game. So he hasn't got a team. So in order to get the team, the players who played, to tell you who played, some pictures there. There's some pictures there, kind of gay. Oh, friends. So the team was Biakowski, McNamara, Murray Wallace, Hutchinson, Cooper, Evans, Afobe, Bradshaw, Fleming, Malone, Honeyman. Now, is that the first 11? Because Hammarby pretty strong. Is that roughly the first 11? Obviously not with Evans. I don't think so. I think just because Shackleton was a new boy, and they didn't want to give him too much time. The subs were at half time: Cresswell for Hutchinson, Mason Bennett for Afobe. Then around the hour mark, we had Leonard for McNamara, Shackleton for Evans, Saville for Honeyman, and on the 73rd minute we had Alofi for Bradshaw, Bury for Fleming, and then on the 84th minute we had Top Lodge for Malone. So some under 23s there who didn't get to play against Dulwich Hamlet yesterday. They were like we thought they were involved today. The unused substitutes were Long, Sanford, and Billy Mitchell. Now is this the demise of Billy Mitchell now, with Honeyman coming in, Shackleton coming in, and obviously Evans is Rowett's favourite, but Billy Mitchell shits all over Evans. Hopefully not. Billy Mitchell's done nothing wrong. The sub's not used. Long and Sanford, so kind of weird to have two goalkeepers on the bench. And the only players who played all 90 minutes was Biakowski, Murray Wallace, Jake Cooper. Yeah, it's just those three. I'm not going to give you the Hammarby team. The players who scored their penalties for Millwall were Cresswell. Alofi missed the second one. Leonard scored, and Saville scored. Saville's very good penalty. Very good penalty from Saville. The attendance was 1,992 with 90 away fans. Not the best attended game. But what were the numbers of Millwall TV? A lot of people talking about the game, talk about watching the game on Millwall TV. You're probably looking at double that, triple that, maybe even 10 times that. I believe it was worldwide, so interesting stuff. How many people bought it, but then how many people watched it? So you buy it, and your families, maybe another couple of grown-up family members or friends, and then a couple of kids. How many people watched it? It's probably a lot more than 1,992, I'm telling you. So let's get on to comments from Gary Rowett. Millwall boss on unusual Hammarby draw. This is from news@den.co.uk. Millwall boss Gary Rowett was impressed by his side's 0-0 draw against Swedish side Hammarby. The Lions struggled to create too many chances in the final third, but were able to shut out their Allsvenskan opponents during regular time. Ultimately, the visitors triumphed on penalties after Isaac Lovey's spot kick hit the post, confirming Marty Cifuentes' side as the inaugural winners of the Husky Chocolate Derby. I think you're always looking for different tests in pre-season to test your players out in a different way, Rowett said. When the season starts, you learn a few different ways of how best to play against it. They're a really unusual team to play against. Firstly, they're midway through their season, so they've got match sharpness. But they move in conventional ways, so the likes of a Swansea are quite similar in our division. There's probably not many teams in our league who play that way. I thought we started really brightly again. If there's a full house here, then I'm sure it's different when you're starting that way, but it's always difficult to maintain a little bit of intensity. I thought there were some really bright moments. A couple of times in the first half, we won the ball back and gave it away straight away. Against a team that keep possession, you've got to be careful of doing that. Second half for me, we stepped up a little bit more. We played with a bit more intensity and energy, and we pinned them in, and we had more of the ball in the second half. As the season starts, you want to sharpen up around the edge of the box and create a few more chances, but I was pleased with a lot of the game. It's kind of what I said. They weren't really sharp around the edge of the box. They were comfortable passing the ball, keeping the ball in the attacking third, but getting that final ball around the edge of the box just wasn't happening. It's always hard when you're sporadically changing the team and making changes. You lose a bit of something, but I thought we maintained the performance really quite well until the end of the game. I don't think anyone was too concerned about the penalties, really. Yeah. So he's saying that he doesn't really care that we lost on penalties, and he's probably like saying that he's probably said to Isaac Luffy, yeah, don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter, which is hopefully G's him up. I imagine he's a bit gutted because obviously he's been given a chance, and if he would have scored that penalty, it would have been very good for him. So Gary Rowett has also been speaking about signing more players. We've had 5 already. Signing more. So this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. Millwall boss hints another addition to squad could happen in the next sort of week or so. Gary Rowett has admitted he could add it to his attacking options before the championship season starts. The Lions drew 0-0 against Hammarby in a pre-season friendly at the Den on Wednesday evening. Millwall struggled to create a match of note in the final third. Rowett said, that last little bit of quality will come. We've got the players to do it, and maybe we can add to that over the next sort of week or so. That's something we're trying to do, but I've been pretty pleased on the whole with the majority of it. Is he talking about Dwight Gayle? Is Dwight Gayle actually fucking happening? Holy moly. In the second half, we stepped up a bit more and played a bit more energy. Yeah, we've seen that. We've heard that. I'm pleased with a lot of the game. I don't think anyone was too concerned about the penalties. I've been pleased with some of the new players' performances. George Honeyman was really bright today. George Honeyman is a star in the making. He shows great energy and desire to get a lot of intensity into his movement. Jamie Shackleton came on in the second half, and you can see what a good player he will be for us. Benno was excellent in the second half. There were some good moments first half, some good little moves, which just fell down at the end. You see in that picture there, you see that he's got like the geezer on the right. That's not a head thing. That's Jay Cooper headbutted him when he was going for the goal. So rampaging Jake Cooper studs up on the Colchester player and Ed butted this geezer. So he's got a, looks like a tight on his head with some tape. Funny, huh? Yeah, that was it. That was it. So he's talking about bringing someone else in, but attacking. But apparently, someone on Twitter took some long-range photo of 3 people walking down the Alderton Road from behind, from a long way away, and he said that was Will Smallbone. Now, if you don't know Will Smallbone, he is a Southampton player who has been linked with Millwall in the past, a loan move, but I don't think he is a attacking player. I think he's a wing back. I'm not sure if it's left or right, so you could say that's attacking, I suppose. Wing backs, the way we play them, Gary Rowett wants them to be attacking. That's one of the reasons he's kind of what he's trying to instill in Danny McNamara is to be more attacking. So maybe it's Will Smallbones, maybe it's Dwight Gayle. If it's Dwight Gayle, I mean, wow, come on, what's happening here? This is crazy. But if it's Will Smallbone, I'm not really sure what we're going to be getting from him. So, but still number 6. Can you have 6 signings? 6 signings? Crazy stuff. Yeah, it's all happening. Now we are moving on to this from thekitman.co.uk. Mill FC 22-23 Hummel away and third kits leaked. Not really leaked. Well, they haven't come out yet because they're probably not ready. But the club haven't put out the images of them, which they probably could have done. But it hasn't leaked. What's happened? This is the handbook, EFL handbook, that goes around to all the clubs, and it's got all the phone numbers of all the people if you want to contact, an email as well, all the people if you want to contact them. And this season, I think newly, I'm not sure they had it in the past, they have kit colours, because they are trying to do this colour-blind friendly thing, not to have kit clashes and strange colours going on. So they published the kit colours. And this is what our away kit will look like. Yellow with black stripes, just like the 1988, is it 88? Spool kit that we had. So obviously Hummel coming, I don't think they had enough time to kind of get in on their own design, so they kind of borrowed from the past. Oh, it's yellow with red stripes. This is not the same, because that was black stripes. The red stripes, and the stripes seem to be in pairs going along. So, and you can see on the socks the chevrons on the away one. They are red. So it's going to be yellow and black and red, because the socks are yellow and black. I think the trim on the shirt, the collar and the would you call them cuffs? They're half out, but you know what I mean. They seem to be black, but they're saying the stripes are red, yellow and red. Okay, but yeah, that's and our third kit is just like the Captain Morgan kit, the red with black stripes, with black shorts. So that should be very popular. A lot of people saying that they kind of love it. And we have goalkeeper kit of green. The home one is green. The away goalkeeper kit is black. And the third goalkeeper kit is fluorescent pink. So there you have it. What do you think? It seems to be pretty accurate, because if you look at the home one, it's in this little picture. This is a graphic, it's not a photograph. They do have the kind of lion embossed watermark on the home kit, so that is that's accurate. So you would think the other ones are accurate too. Let's just hope they have plenty of stock in the right sizes and at the right prices, because this seems to be pretty popular. Yeah, very, very good stuff. Can't wait. Can't wait. I wonder when it will come out. Will we have it before our first away game of the season? Which I think will be... Is that going to be the Cambridge United Cup game? I think that is our first away game of the season. But Cambridge play in yellow, don't they? Or they're playing orange and black. So maybe we won't be wearing our away kit. Interesting stuff, yeah. Looking good. So yeah. There's not really a story here, it's just a picture. But yeah, that's our kits this season. Don't they look good? So we have some pictures from yesterday's under-23s victory, 3-1 over Dulwich Hamlet, and you can see I'm not sure who that is. I think that's a trialist. I'm not too sure. That is Tom Leahy, superstar. There he is scoring his goal. That's Alfie Allen there. That's Abdul Malik. That's Shamal Lawson, the new signing. Moving on, that's Seb Drozd, also scoring a goal. That's George Walker. That's Chinockley behind it. I don't know who that is there, number 6. I'm not sure who that is. Might be a trialist. I'm not too sure. Again, not too sure who that is. Tom Leahy. Not too sure who that is. That's Alex Mitchell there. Seems to have the captain's armband on. Good stuff there. That is Kamal Grant, goal scorer. Very good at set pieces. Jordan Gilmore lying on the floor there, and it looks, is that half a penny there? I'm not too sure. There it is, started to rain. No idea who that is. No idea who that is. Not sure who that is. No idea who that is. And there's Jordan Gilmore again. Jamal Lawson. I think that was when Dulwich Hamlet scored their goal. And we're back round the start. So there you have Millwall under 23s, 3-1 a victory over Dulwich Hamlet. Good stuff. And talking of under 23s, a player from last season's under 23s who was released in the summer has found a league club, and good luck to them. Fantastic stuff. Jayden Davis there on the right. Been playing in a couple of Crawley games on trial. Crawley Town. This is from crawleytownfc.com. Yeah, they've been on trial, and they seem to have done enough to get a contract. He's got a 1-year contract. They've signed all 3 of these players. Jayden Davis joins the Reds, having come through the youth academy at Millwall. The young forward spent several years at the Den before joining the Reds this summer. Last season, Davis joined National League North side Kings Lynn Town on a short 1-month loan. I believe he joined them when they were in the conference, though. When they were in the National League, they got relegated though. So that's kind of misleading because they were in the National League at the time. During that time, Davis scored 1 incredible goal with a brilliant solo run, beating 4 defenders before smashing the ball into the roof of the net. Davis scored his first goal for Crawley in a 9-0 victory over East Grinstead Town. And there he is there. He looks a lot happier than he did at the end of his tenure at Millwall. I remember watching a game, he scored a goal and he didn't really celebrate. So I imagine he probably already knew that he was going to be released. Probably kind of funny situation, carrying on playing when you know you're out the door at the end of the season. But there he is, looks a lot happier, a lot healthier, a lot a lot more vital. After penning a deal with the club, Davis said, "I'm absolutely buzzing to have signed for Crawley. I think this is a really exciting time for everyone involved with the club, and I'm over the moon to have officially signed up for a good pre-season. I'm looking forward to helping the team win in any way that I can." After Davis put pen to paper, Kevin Betsy said, "I've known Jayden since he was 12 years old. He was recently released by Millwall, and I know that he has a lot of quality to bring to the side. He brings a lot of energy to the midfield area, and he will be pushing for places." Indeed. Good luck, Jayden. Nice to see that he has joined League 2 Crawley Town on a 1-year deal. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.